Hello everybody, welcome to episode 7. I've been a little bit busy. Let's see, what have I been doing? I have started breeding cows because I needed leather for the item frames, and so I made a little pin here. Nothing fancy, just a vanilla cow farm. I had to grab these cows from very far away. I ran all over the world looking for cows, and if you look, I set a waypoint over there where I first found some cows. There was a plains biome with lots of night bloom, obviously, 900 meters away, and I did get like a stack of night bloom and surrounded the building with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or not yet, but it looks pretty cool at night. And so I was trying to bring those guys back with some wheat that I had, and night fell, and I sort of nerd pulled up like so, just sort of waiting through the night. I had all the cows down below at the bottom of the pole, and by the time night was over and I came back down, they were all dead, and they had either gone into some water and drowned, or there was actually a ravine very close by, and it looked like they had just walked over the edge. So they were all dead. So then I kept going, found another plains biome with more cows. I don't know why cows in this world seem to only be in plains so far, but that was about as far away as the other plains, and it took forever to get them home. It took like 4 Minecraft days, I think, because there's a huge mountain range just beyond that way, or which direction we... Yeah, I think that was the direction we came from. And so I kept breeding them as I was going, but I was going with my sneak lock turned on. If you have the better sprinting mod, it lets you assign a key to either lock running or sprinting or sneaking. And so I had the sneak lock on, and I was basically going the whole way just like this with wheat, trying to get the cows. Anyway, ended up with about 6 or 7 left over, and I've been breeding them and finally have a good source of leather. So what else have I been up to? I did put up the item frames. I organized these a little bit. Nothing over here yet. Each of these has a hollow wood cover above it, so that it sort of looks nicer from this side, I think, and it'll still allow, although you can still see the glitchiness with the tubes, but still allows the tubes access. I've got 2 filters up here now, one for cooked blocks, and I paint that one orange, and one for cooked meats, and that one's painted red, and then there's just the empty line for everything else. That all comes across one tube and then filters its way along into the right spots. And actually, you know what? I haven't tested this since I did that. I still had, until about 5 minutes ago, I still had I had the other tube going this way and just into here. So I think that's not going to work, because just because the line's painted doesn't mean that, or rather, another way to put it is, any items that are not painted will still go in through a painted tube. So I'm probably going to have to either separate that out again, or put another filter, or well, I don't think transposers can paint. Anyway, I'll figure it out. That's not going to work. Everything's going to end up going in here that's not red, basically. And one more thing. I got a little carried away down here. Whoa. Thought this was lit up. I guess not. Oh, look at all these guys. Anyway, I made a basement. This is where I'm planning to do some magical research, some Thaumcraft. I'll probably put the enchanting table down here. Anything else? I might move my Mystcraft book down here. The one I have that goes to the nether. That doesn't make any sense to me that this is the second time I've seen spawns down here, and according to the light level overlay, they shouldn't be spawning anywhere. So I don't know where they're coming from. I keep finding them in corners like this though, so maybe... I'm gonna die if I don't eat something. Anyway, I'm really liking how this looks. I had planned on making the ceiling actually one block lower. So this, well, not there, but this floor is only one block thick right now. So if I end up digging through for some reason from the top, I'll just fall through to the basement. So I wanted to make it 2 blocks thick just so I could hide wires or anything else that I needed to hide in the future. But I really ended up liking the look of this with the height. So I'm going to keep it like this for now. If I need to, I'll worry about it later. But yeah, I thought this was kind of a cool way to show the pillars that go all the way up to the top floor, come all the way down here. And whereas above they're sort of the stone brick, down here they're just cobble from all the extra weight, except they're being held up by these magical looking things, which are really just liquid ducts filled with lava. Oh, and these are just lava, just like a bucket of lava under glass, which I'll probably change out eventually, because if I'm going to have things like bookcases and stuff down here, I don't want them to set on fire and burn up. But for now, I wanted to keep it kind of low-key. I tried a bunch of different solutions for these corners too, for the lighting, but ended up kind of going with the fixtures. I thought they look kind of cool. Actually, those aren't fixtures. Those are the metal lamps. I forget what they're called. Lamps. Something lamps. They're called cage lamps. That's right. So, yeah. This is where we're probably going to spend some time today. I would like to get an enchanting table set up, at least, because if you notice, I'm level 43, despite almost dying a few times recently, and would like to use it. And I'll show you the craft and enchant mod that I have installed, which lets you sort of choose which enchantments you want. Let's see, another problem I've really noticed with this place so far is the thing I mentioned last episode about I don't have any kind of lip up around the edge. So, oh, creeper. So spiders are just everywhere, and I'm not going to lose this XP. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. Okay. Just talking about having 43 levels, and I almost lost them all right there. Anyway, yeah, this is a problem. I'll be down working in the basement or something and come upstairs and there are like 10 spiders on the roof. And of course, you know, the sun comes out and the spiders stay up there all the time and I'm getting really sick of hearing them. So I gotta figure out some kind of spider proofing to put up around it. So this is what it looks like from the outside, with all of the night bloom around. It's probably too much, but I kind of like it. Okay, here's what I've ended up doing. I've made a bunch of panel strips. I tried cover strips first, and they were just a little bit too small, and spiders could still walk over them, but it seems like these panel strips are big enough to stop the spiders. So I just surrounded the whole building and tried to make it blend in as well as possible. So hopefully that fixes the spider problem. Also, still having lots of monster spawns down here, and I'm not seeing any right now. There was a creeper. Creeper blew up. Creeper destroyed 2 of the cage lights. I'm kind of wondering if there's a bug with these cage lights or something, because I came down the ladder very slowly and there was a guy like right here, which doesn't seem like it should be possible. And the creeper was basically right over in that corner and there was a cage light, you know, right there. So, or right there, I guess. Yeah, anyway. So I may end up replacing these cage lights just to see if that helps. I did used to have pumpkins down here and never had any trouble, so we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, let me clean this up and gather materials to get some an enchanting area going, because I almost died again and I would really like to spend these levels before I die. Okay, I think I've got everything needed for our enchanting room. Let's get down here. I'm gonna change this out eventually, by the way, this ladder. And also, yeah, I perhaps foolishly replaced the cage lamps with netherrack on fire, and I've been leaving it down here for quite a while and I haven't seen a single spawn, whereas with the cage lamps there were at least 2 spawns every time I came down here. So I think there is a bug with those things. Could probably test them out in a test world and find out for sure. And my solution here, as I said, is probably not the smartest, because we've got fire in all the corners, we've got lava in the middle, and I want to put down bookcases. So I thought maybe I could be clever and find a place down here that would be safe. But since I'm limited on books at the moment, I'm not sure. Let's see. If we put the enchantment table there, there would be a bookcase there. See if that catches on fire. Might have to leave it for a while. While we're waiting to see what happens with that, you can see I made the enchantment table already, and also need to make a magic table. This is for the craft and enchant mod, and I'll explain how all this works once we've laid it down. Well, I don't know. Hasn't caught on fire yet, but sure might. I think fire only spreads 3 blocks away though, right? But then this is only 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3. We might be okay. Let's give it a shot. Of course, if I put the enchantment table here, it's going to block the light. Alright, you know what? Let me get back to you guys. I'll be back in a minute, and then I'll explain the craft and enchant mod. Okay, we're back. I just replaced everything with pumpkins for now. I know it's a little boring, but I wanted it to be safe. And like I said, I'm going to replace all these lights with the more magical type of lights once I get them. So for now, let's go ahead and put the enchanting table. See, we don't really want to block the light, so let's put it this way. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just do the standard, try not to mess this up. Let's see. How should we do it? I think we'll just do... Now this is probably blocking light back here. Yep. So we're gonna... Oh, now look at that. Now they're showing 7s. Oh, that's because... Okay, the pumpkin light is actually down 1 because I buried it, but the fire and the lamp are up 1, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, for now... Alright, just being safe. Now, where were we? This, that's gonna be okay, I guess, so... Let's just put these others, how about up in the corner? Ah, come on. Like here and here. Okay. So, I should have come prepared with something to enchant, but we also want to put the magic table down somewhere, and I think we'll put the magic table right there, because I don't think it's going to actually block anything. Hopefully. Let's see. Does this go to 30 still? It does. Okay. So let me go make something. I guess we'll enchant... what would be good to have? So in Craft and Enchant, you have to actually make scrolls with the enchantments that you want to put on your items. And for, let's say, sharpness, let's see. For looting, you want gold, and for sharpness, you want flint. And making a scroll is as simple as paper and flint gives you a scroll of sharpness, and paper and gold gives you a lucky scroll. Okay. So then what you do, you enchant your sword, level 30. That'll give it a random number of slots. And if you played a game like Diablo or games like Diablo, anyway, it's sort of like a socket. It's like an empty socket where you can put something in it. And in this case, we got a slot 4 and 2 slot 2s, which means we can have a level 4 enchantment and 2 level 2 enchantments. Okay, good enough. Then we go to the magic table, which haven't reskinned the GUI for this texture pack yet, but in here you can turn this, I think you turn it into Indust, which is a repair dust, or you can ignore that because I haven't actually played with that yet. And we actually want one more scroll, but let's say I want sharpness 4. I would put, it goes from left to right across here. Left and right matches with top to bottom in the tooltip. So if I put sharpness in this slot, I'm going to be getting sharpness 4. If I put it in this slot, I'm going to be getting sharpness. Okay, well, I guess let's put lucky in there first. Okay, so now see it's showing sharpness 2. And the reason I was trying not to put the lucky in yet is because I thought this might be a little confusing, but even though it's a slot 4, I'm only getting looting 3 because there is no looting 4. So it's just giving you the highest that you can get. So I have a choice here of either getting looting 3 and sharpness 2, or if I switch them around, sharpness 4 and looting 2. And of course I have a third slot, which I didn't expect, so I should go and make another scroll really quick. Let's get a piece of iron and a piece of paper. And we'll make a scroll of iron. And the nice thing is, of course, if this doesn't work on the sword, I haven't really wasted it. I can always save it for a pickaxe or something like that. Alright, does this give me anything? Unbreaking. Oh, you can get unbreaking on a sword. Okay, cool. Why don't we do that? Let's do, actually, let's do looting 3, sharpness 2, unbreaking 2. That sounds good to me. So there we go. Now we've got a pretty cool sword. And since my other one's about to break, I'll just leave that in this slot. And so you notice I used up my 30 levels. I'm down to 14 now. And I could still, you know, use the other levels just like normal enchanting. You don't get as many slots or as powerful slots with the smaller numbers. So that's how that mod works. That and then the dusts, which I haven't really read about. So I can't really explain that too well. I know it has something to do with repairing though, and I don't know if it's different. I think it's different from the way anvils work, but there's some way to repair and keep your enchantments, I believe. So actually, let us try out the new sword on that very annoying spider. There we go. And the looting didn't seem to do much in that case. Let's try it on that pig over there. Ah, there we go. 5 pork chops. Okay, so that's working. That's good. I mostly wanted looting just to help me get leather from the cows. I'm sure it'll come in handy for other things too. Especially Endermen, if I ever find any. Alright, I'm back. I've got a bunch of stuff ready to make my journey into the realm of Thaumcraft. So, I've got my Thaumcraft, and I've got no research done. I know I need an arcane work table. No. Yes. Well, I'm sure that's still useful. A crucible. Yes. Scribing tools. Oh, crap. That looks wrong. I wonder if there's something wrong with my install. Yikes. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. All right, I figured out the problem. So just very quickly, in case you guys run into this too, the reason the recipes were incorrect, well, I mean, I don't know the reason for it, but the problem was that I had, as I mentioned in an earlier episode, I disabled one of the recipes, or actually two of the recipes in Project Zulu using the recipe remover mod. And apparently that conflicts with the Thaumcraft. I'm not sure exactly how, but by removing that mod, now everything seems fine. So that's fine. I wasn't really using it anyway, not a big deal. So I got rid of it. Now the Thaumcraft works, and I've already gone ahead and set up a few things here, and I just had an idea for a quick build. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that on camera, and that is getting water into the crucible here. I didn't want to set up something like this, like a permanent water thing like this. And so I had an idea. I already tested out a little of this, so I think it's going to work, but there's a couple things I'm not sure of, so we shall see. But the first thing we want to do is get ourselves, let's see, we want this to be in the right spot. So don't need this bag. Okay, so that is where we want an aqueous accumulator. I guess these things can set on fire. Okay, good to know. I should have made the iron ones, I guess. All right, we'll just we'll use dirt. Okay. Aqueous accumulator right there. And we need, well, we don't need, but it helps an awful lot to surround this with water. So let's do this. And this. Okay, there's that one. Don't have to worry about it putting anything out. That's good. And again, on this side. My other water bucket. Here we go. Oh. Ah, I hate wasting glass. Even though it's basically free. Can't tell you why. Okay, so we should have an aqueous accumulator that's full of water, filling up very quickly. No problem. Okay, next we need some way to get the water down close to the crucible. That looks close enough. Do I have my wrench? Yeah. Gotta go whack this really quick. There we go. Alright, alright. Looking like it has some potential. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Let's get a block breaker, and I didn't bring my screwdriver, so let's try and get this right. And a deployer. And we need some tubing. And actually we might want to use, let's see how we're going to do this. Why don't we have a pressure plate? And I didn't bring anything to hook this up. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to make this redstone tubing, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we have. Okay. And we actually should get some covers as well. So let me go get some covers and some more things that I'm missing, and we'll finish this up, see if it works. Okay, I've gotten this a little bit ready to go here. We've got a pressure plate. Underneath the pressure plate is the red alloy wire that goes around and up this way. This is about the prettiest I think I could make it. So there's still going to be sort of a gap here, but that's okay. I guess we could put a hollow cover around that. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll have to make one. And that connects to the redstone pneumatic tubes, which will trigger both of these things, which should be fine. And I will demonstrate why in a moment. Let me just fill this up so we don't get any spawns. And let's see, this goes like that, and actually this, I used the wrong block there. All right, gonna have to fix it. Let's see, we want that block. Like so, and like so. Oops. And we need this guy back right there. Okay. So now when we step on the pressure plate, it should all light up. Excellent. So all that's left, if this works the way I hope it will, is to put a portable tank in. We might need to do some adjustment here, but I think this will work. Fills up. Oh, we gotta make it orange though. I bet it doesn't stay orange. And it doesn't keep the water in it either, which is fine. It does fill the crucible, which is what I was hoping. Oh no, it doesn't stay orange. Well, that's a bummer. I don't want to have to rinse it every time. We might have to scrap this idea, but it was worth a try. For now, since I'm probably just going to be doing a lot of research anyway, I'll leave it, and I'll see if I can come up with something else or figure out. I can't think of anything though. I don't know. Maybe like a Railcraft item or a liquid unloader or something like that. But you know what? I've never played with those. I don't really know how to make one. I think I need a rolling machine and all kinds of stuff like that. So anyway, I think it was a good idea. Just not quite. I wonder if there's some way. I wonder if you apply like a redstone signal, will that change? Probably not. Can you stick the hammer into the deployer? What does that do? Probably nothing. Yeah, and then we're going to get that problem. Okay. Have to figure something else out. If you have any ideas about this, let me know. I'll probably play around with it off camera before next time, but I'm always willing to hear some ideas. And I'll also do a bunch of research on my own here, just to keep that off camera as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you next time.